again. Sorry for that. I think YouTube has gotten some YouTube's glitching out. But we got a little treat for Tammy. Tammy's got to wear her little donut because she just got fixed. Here you go, cutie. So this is sweet little Tammy. Tammy, our cute kitten. We are back. This is a YouTube thing that's been going on. It was weird. No one was commenting. I don't even think people were seeing like the last 10 minutes of my stream. Yeah, this cute little thing got fixed. She was such a mess. It was weird too. It said there were still people watching, but no one would talk or comment. I knew something was up if you weren't commenting. Yeah, that's why I just bailed. It literally, I redid the chat, I redid the stream like 5 times, and it just wouldn't. YouTubers wouldn't do anything. Hey, how you doing? I just did a little cooking demonstration earlier. Made a classic American dish, and now we're just checking on Tammy, who just got fixed. Here's the view from outside, from the second floor. Yeah, Zelda, this is Miss Tammy. We just got her fixed a couple days ago, and I'm giving her some treats and spoiling her. Yeah, I had to redo the stream. Something weird happened with YouTube. Look at this cute little thing just loving on her chicken. Get yourself that little chunk. Good job. Yeah, that's what it. You showed up and just YouTube went down. She is very happy. At least happier. Boy, she was just a purring mess, just in heat, going crazy, keeping us up at night. And now we brought Ringo downstairs, and we're letting Tammy stay upstairs until she can come back in the general population and gets healed up. Look at that cat, standing all proud. Did you get enough chicken? You cute little thing. How are you? I know you're not. I know you're not in the best spirits. I know you're not feeling so great. Hope you don't mind me petting you. You're not the reason the stream crashed. I mean, it's YouTube. There's a million reasons why YouTube crashes. Also, over the 4 to 5 o'clock hour, it's the busiest time of day. At least when it's 4 to 5 in the United States, that's when everyone gets home and all the servers start to heat up. Right, Tammy? Right, Tammy? Thank you for letting us see you. What kind of dog? This? That's not a dog, that's a kitty cat. Yeah, that's why I try to get streaming around 3:30 so I can beat that rush. Yeah, YouTube is wigging out. Right, Tammy? Is YouTube wigging out? But hey, folks, Happy Old Dog and Cat Farm here. In our earlier stream today, we made some ham balls. And now they're cooking, and we're just going to go around and check in on the dogs and cats, like Miss Tammy here. And hello, welcome. Welcome to everybody. No I'm trying to read this on the side. Nonama. Oh, are you nananama? Is it ready yet? No, it's going to take about 20, at least another 20 minutes. But I'm going to have to baste it. Right, Tammy? You want another little piece of chicken? You're such a cute thing. Have you ever seen something so cute? There's a little Tammy bug. Oh, it's not a good. Yeah, I suppose in China. This seems to be the time that's been working out. Whenever I get right about the time I get home from work. Oh, Tammy's falling asleep after her snack. Look at her eyes. Breakfast for dinner is. I'm always down with that. Pinky, you sent another gift. Hilarious. Well, 6 a.m. you get a morning wake up. All right, we're gonna go check on everyone else. Everyone say bye to Tammy for now. Bye, Tammy. Hey, I gotta put you into the credits too. I keep forgetting to do that. She does feel. I'm glad she feels loved because she is such a sweetheart. Going down these crazy old steps. Here's some old posters of mine from when my band played. Just a couple of them. First Avenue. That was my band. We were the 25th birthday party for the City Pages. That's another poster when I played. And there's a couple of them. There's a few of them. I think a bunch of them are out in the barn. Yeah, thanks. That was one of the better parts of it was better parts of being in a band where you'd go and play these shows and people, really talented artists, would make cool posters. All right, we gotta keep her up there. Let's see what's going on with Lexi. Sweetheart, how are you? Everybody, say hello to the Queen. The Queen has arrived. Hello. Do you want a little chicken? Our 18-year-old kitty cat has arrived. My wife thinks Lexi's going deaf. I don't know. I don't think so. Cutie, you want a little more? Oop. Lost the light there for a sec. Come on out. Come on out. Hang out with us. Let's get these. You guys already had all your treats. We gotta go check on the dinner. Isn't she? She's just the sweetest. And I gotta tell you, we've really been just loving Ringo lately too. Ringo's such a good dude. He's such a cool cat. He goes for walks with us. Goes for walks with the dogs. Let's take a peek under here. Okay. He's got a ways to go. I'm going to kick these up to 425. They haven't even rendered yet. Do another 15. Oh. But other than that, let's go check out outside. Maybe Ringo's out there. Get something to drink. You love that old stove? Thanks. That's like a 50-year-old stove. And it, oh, here he is. It's like a 50-year-old stove and it works like a champ. Oh, we had a little bit of a warmer day today here. It got up into 70. It was down to 20 on Tuesday. It was down here. So that would be, it got on like -7 degrees Celsius. It is pretty awesome out here. There's the barn and the greenhouse. There's our man. Huh, it seems to be like not a lot of people around. I think YouTube's just down all over the place. It's very chill, man. And I gotta tell you, the best part about living out here is it changes you. And it just kind of makes you filter out crap. And it makes you really aware of like people's problems. Like when you know people and they have just weird problems that don't make sense. Hey. Yeah, I mean, live out here for 10 years and you start to see like people with neurotic and anxious issues, and you're just kind of like, what's even going on? Ooh. You know, it just kind of makes it seem childish almost, that some of the issues people carry with them in their lives. But hey, at least chat's working. There's our Queen Saphira. You basically. I guess what I'm saying is Pinky, try to find a place where you're not so on top of people, and you'll understand it, because I was that person too for most of my life. But let's not listen to that. Whoever's like, the grass isn't even growing right now. I don't know why someone's doing yard crap. This is like the time of year where you don't need to grow and mess with anything. And yeah, I mean, when you're a couple hundred feet from your nearest neighbor and everyone leaves each other alone, and you have 5 dogs and 3 cats, there's really no reason to stress out about things like interpersonal issues. It just sort of seems kind of weird, like when you start to talk to people and they have like weird issues where they don't like their neighbor or something like that, and you're just kind of like, oh, okay, that's weird. And I mean, you know, eventually Sarah, how are you? Surprised butterfly. Welcome to the channel. Granny Paula, welcome back. Sorry, YouTube got all weird. Got all weird on us. I don't know if you missed it, but I ended up making a meatloaf sauce. And with some ketchup and some brown sugar. And cover these eggs back up. And we are 25 minutes into cooking our ham balls. And honestly, I should probably peel these yams and get going on them. Or should I hang out? Should I hang out with the? Should you want to hang out with the dogs and the cats, or should we? Should I work on the yams? Hey, you two. Hey, you two. None of that. You bow down to the queen. What are you doing? What's this? I hate my neighbors because they are harassing crooks involved in crooked shit and involved in politics and the fire department. That's not Wally Wilson. You know what I'm talking about. Like, imagine just living your life being that type of person that just wants to mess with other people just because they exist. Stuff like that seems like such a waste of time. Like, when I grew up, my parents did not get along with any of the neighbors, and it was always over just the weirdest abstract crap. You want to go back in, babe? Thanks for coming out, sweetie. Both? You want me? So you want me to hang out with dogs and cats and get going? Okay. Well, I'm going to do a little picking up here. Shouldn't take me long. And I got to get a pan preheated. And we got to move this. Yeah, Wally, chill out with us. No need to go, man. I just do cooking, and then I've got a bunch of dogs and cats that we check up on and hang out with. And right now, I'm just going to be working on these not so hot looking yams. And I'm probably going to do broccoli. You got followed and watched. If you don't mind telling me, what town do you live in? Or like city, or are you in America even? And yeah, that's some lame crap, dude. Yeah, some people are just crazy. And you know what's even weirder is when people give people like that legitimacy and like, oh, everyone has a right to voice their concerns, and it's like, no, they don't. Crazy people can't say shit. All right, put this over here. Everybody's brokering for how this will turn into food. Well, I hope you guys like sweet potato skins. So yeah, everyone makes sweet potatoes or yams. They just make them too sweet and mess with them too much, and it bums me out. I don't like doing that. I like just sauteing them. They already have a natural sweetness to them. If you want to make them sweet, make a sweet potato pie. It's kind of like when people add too much butter and crap to mashed potatoes. It's like good mashed potatoes don't need that. And on top of that, you usually don't taste any of it. I mean, you might taste if you put a pat of butter on it right before you eat it. That's a common misnomer that if you add butter to stuff, it'll taste like butter. That's just not what happens at all. And yes, I am calling out Indian cuisine because a lot of that's just ghee, and ghee, in my opinion, is flavorless. It's just oily. All the flavor from butter is in the milk fat, and ghee filters that out. It's making a carpal tunnel flare up. I'm sorry. I've had carpal tunnel. I've had to work it out. I probably should have gotten the surgery, but I ended up just doing the thing where I rubbed the spots, and it hurt like all hell. Politics. Is someone shoving politics in your face? Who's getting political out there? Ghee is good for you, but at the same time, do you taste butter? Like I was having this discussion with my wife the other day. When you have butter chicken, do you taste butter? What do you taste? I don't taste butter. I taste masala. I taste tomato. And I mean, it's delicious. Oh, I'm sorry. Is this, you're not feeling this? Should I stop? I'm going to be Dyson soon. These are actually riper than I thought they would be. Pinky's in charge of peeling on Thanksgiving. There we go. That's probably a better way to do it. Let's see, do the pups like the peels? Peels are gone. Started because you're having flashbacks. Well, you know, I'm just trying to accommodate the crowd. Yeah, let's see. Oh, they're all just smelling it. Isn't it wild how quickly these oxidize? Ooh, you made some pancakes. Ooh, purple sweet potatoes. I haven't had one of those in a long time. I haven't even seen one of those in a long time. But yeah, I like getting simple with my sweet potatoes. I like cutting them up into like a small, like kind of like a cube, and then I just saute them real quickly. You never seen a purple sweet potato? They're out there. All right, cut a flat. Get that out of the way. I would say if you're looking for purple sweet potatoes, you might want to go to like an international market. And then even then, it would probably be like a seasonal thing. Unless anyone's got any better ideas. Maybe they're at like Whole Foods or something on the reg. Oh, there we go again. Let's see if those are rendering down. I'm going to cut these. Is anybody's carpal tunnel flaring up from my cutting? Almost got these cut. Sorry, I'm being quiet. I see the chat going crazy. They were talking about purple sweet potatoes. I've only seen them at international markets. I've never seen them like at your standard grocery stores. But yeah, once you see how much you can make with just 4 sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes for me also falls into like the butternut squash category, where like if you do too much to it, it'll taste like baby food. Sorry, I'm just deglazing that pan quick. And that's another reason why I don't like messing with them too much. That's not bad for like $3 in sweet potatoes. These sweet potatoes were 99 cents a pound. Crookneck squash. I've never heard of that. What's that taste like? I'm gonna have to saute these off in 2 batches, or else just put them on a sheet pan and just cook them up. Favorite vegetable knife out there, guys. Shout out to China for coming up with the best knife for cutting vegetables. Mco, shout out to China. Avocado oil. And I'm going to do this probably in 2 batches. And then also, I'm just going to pre-salt this. So it can kind of pick up the moisture as it's sauteing. Let's go ahead and get this swooshed. That's probably enough. All right, you just let those do their thing. Don't touch them. Eventually I like to add a little bit of water. Oh, love spaghetti squash. I think spaghetti squash is one of the greatest things ever. Let's check on these meatballs. Ooh, they're starting to smell really good. Look at that, folks. This is starting to look more like it. I'm going to take a little temperature reading here. My favorite butternut squash recipe is you hollow out and roast a butternut squash, and then you put mint, gorgonzola cheese, and pine nuts. You mix that up with a little olive oil, and you put that in the butternut squash in like the hollow, and then you eat it like a bowl. And it's amazing. So we are at 150. So these need some more time. And thank you, Granny. Hey, Shelby just took my ladle. Why did you take my ladle? I'm gonna actually keep these uncovered and let that glaze harden up. Come back with my ladle. You there? Why'd you take my ladle? Look at that. Crazy dog. You're crazy. No, spaghetti squash is a type of squash that you cook and then you can peel it away. After you cook it, it peels away in strings like noodles. The only problem with spaghetti squash is when you add tomato sauce to it, the tomato sauce will start to eat away at the fiber of the squash and make it kind of mushy. So I've always one of the first viral things I ever did online 20 years ago, and I think it's at food.com, but there's a recipe called properly prepared spaghetti squash. And that is my recipe. I wrote that recipe, and it's been viewed like hundreds and thousands of times. So if you want to know more about spaghetti squash, search properly prepared spaghetti squash in Google, and you're going to come to my recipe. And it'll teach you everything you need to know about spaghetti squash. Personally, my favorite spaghetti squash is pesto spaghetti squash. And then there's also just like brown butter, Parmesan cheese. You let it cool down and you put feta in it. Feta and olives. That's a good one. Feta, olives, and sun-dried tomato and lemon. That works out really well. Yeah, I've done it with spaghetti sauce a couple times, and it just makes it mushy, like almost immediately. Oh, yeah, people do that too. I like to just do this. I like to just peel them, dice them, and cook them. And it ends up taking, like, honestly, these might even be done already. Yeah. These are already done. At most, I might put a little bit of honey on this, and then it's done. It's all you need. And it still has a little bit of a texture to it. Oh, the glaze in the handballs? It's your standard meatloaf handball. So it's just ketchup and brown sugar. Ketchup and brown sugar, and then I put a little bit of apple cider vinegar in it to break it up. But here you go. You see how long these were cooking for. These are done. Yeah. I'm going to pop these and get the next batch going. I think this is one of the best ways to have these, because then the way it's actually got enough little natural sweetness in it where it's just like kind of nice, and then people always just overdo it when they make like sweet potatoes, and like they start putting marshmallows and stuff in it, and it just doesn't make sense when you can get this and it's just perfect. You can only cook noodles and roasted egg rice. Well, after you've seen how simple it is to make sweet potatoes, you're going to make sweet potatoes? Would I be willing to post a recipe somewhere? Sure, I'll post it up on the that social media side of the channel where I do posts. I'll gladly do that. I will share everything I know about cooking with anybody who wants to know. And yeah, I will post that. And when you say post it, I assume you're talking about just handballs. And Granny, I can't believe you've never made you don't know how to make a meatloaf sauce. Is it some sweet dish? Yes, please. Yeah, I'll post the handballs with the sauce for you. Not a problem. And some people do some of the Amish folks do a beef gravy with the handballs, which in my opinion doesn't make a ton of sense. But I think just the natural sweetness of this with just a little saute, and then that sauce, and then just a little saltiness there. Oh, it's such a good flavor. I'll post it in Discord too. Yeah, and everyone, we got a Discord channel if you don't know about it. We also got the Patreon. I mean, I think everyone in here is probably already a member of the channel, but okay, Hefe 203. I will post it in Discord. I will post it on the YouTube feed for the channel. And not a problem. Not a problem at all. My pleasure. I'm not going to withhold info. The community page, that's what it's called. Yeah, I'll post on the community page, sure. What do you guys think? You guys want some more peels? That's cool. I'll post it on the YouTube. I'm just shouting out to people who might be blowing in and out of here. Because usually on these streams I get like anywhere from 3,000 to 12,000 views, and which means like the average person's on here for 30 seconds, and then I've just got the regular lovers who stick around. And yeah, I just try to remind people to just check out the channel and watch us and see what we can do. Give us some love or some likes. A little mix up of meatloaf. Yeah, it's handballs are like it's a meatloaf for sure, and I would say it's definitely influenced by Germans without a doubt, or Dutch maybe, but I would say probably German. A member of what? So the community page you don't need to be a member of. The Discord page you don't need to be a member of. I think you just need to change all notifications. There's no charge to hang out in the community page or the Discord or the Patreon. It's all they all have free options. I figured if anybody wants to help out the channel, they would just do it of their own free will. I wouldn't have to create some tier system. And yeah, I'm not closing the door on anyone here, guys. I'm just trying to like spread the love and have fun. No need for tiers or, I mean, I've created them if people want to do them, but you know, I don't care either way. I'm not gonna let someone not see something or know something or hang out. But yeah, these sweet potatoes, I think if I really wanted to doll it up, I might do a little bit of honey, maybe. But if we weren't having ham balls, I would. We'll get you through the Great Firewall sooner or later, Emco. Don't worry about it. Akram Ali, how are you doing? We're just sauteing up some sweet potatoes, and I don't know if you want to hear it, but we got some ham balls in the oven we're about to pull out once I get up to temperature. But yeah, you might want to take a look at these. These are getting all bubbly and nice. Ham balls. Let's see what we got. What's our temp? 140, 160 in the center, 170. These are done, folks. These are done. All right, let me clear off a spot. And we'll pull these out and get a look at them. God, I gotta tell you, they smell great. If you never had a ham ball, so anybody that doesn't get a chance to see the recipe, this is about 2 pounds of ham, 2 pounds of pork sausage, an onion, 5 cloves of garlic, some bread, some tortillas, a little bit of soy protein, some MSG, and a little bit of our umami flavoring. And then it's your standard meatloaf sauce, which is basically just ketchup and brown sugar. So it just gives that ham a nice sweet vibe to it. And yeah, I got an old pan right here. The pan is, so this pan is a ceramic pan. And you'd think it's been through the Great Depression, but it's just been through some high heat situations. It's doing okay for a ceramic pan. But yeah, maybe one day I'll get it laser cleaned. Yeah, I put MSG in my food. There's nothing wrong with it. I also put umami flavoring. Hey, guess what's in almost everything you eat? MSG. It's literally in everything. And it's also a natural compound. Look at that, we even got some caramelization going. Oh, yum. That was really good. So yeah, don't hate on MSG, and if you got a problem with that, you need to take that up with Uncle Roger and me. And yeah, like the amount that I put, it is true, in moderation, anything's fine. The amount I put in that is probably 1/8 of a teaspoon. So it's not like a bag of potato chips where they'd probably put 1/8 of a teaspoon just in like a little tiny sack of chips. So yeah, MSG is not a bad thing. It's a natural compound, and it's just monosodium glutamate, which is not much different than salt. And it's been used in cooking for hundreds of years. This isn't some newly developed thing. And I got to tell you, if you wanna get people to really like your cooking and not know how you did it, I'd say try using a little MSG. All right, so these guys are freaking out because it's time for our walk, and I love y'all. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing a live stream, and I'm going to be making dog biscuits, not cat biscuits. Sorry. So we'll see y'all tomorrow. Have a good one. Love you.